K-State's African Student Union held an event on April 8th called African Days in the Union Ballroom. The interactive event celebrated the cultures in the 54 countries in Africa, but was open to anyone and everyone who wanted to explore and learn more about Africa and the people who call it home.
Both of my parents are Nigerian, and I was born in Oklahoma, but I grew up in Nigeria. So I spent 10 years in Nigeria. I always say that I'm American planted, Nigerian ground.
I'm from Brazil, but I have some African friends, actually a lot of African friends, and we have all these contacts with African culture. It's so strong in Brazil.
Well, someone handed me a flyer telling me about it, and it sounded really cool, and I always want to get in touch with my African roots and African side and just to experience the culture, and it seemed like a nice event. I actually didn't expect this many people to be here. There was a pretty big turnout. People of all different races and backgrounds came, and it was a really nice event just to bring people together and experience a little bit of culture.
Cultural diversity is held in high regards at K-State, and this event showcased multiple cultural aspects, including dancing, poetry, spoken in French and Swahili, and a demonstration on geles, a type of traditional head wrap.
It was really cool to see how they did the gele tutorial, the head wrap, and it was cool to watch because I didn't know it took that long and there was so much work put into it, and it was so beautiful at the end. And all of the culture and the fashion and just the music and everything was so much fun to watch.
My favorite part of the event, honestly, was two things. When the people got on stage to do the African line dance, and then the fashion show. The fashion show, watching the demonstration of somebody actually creating a piece of artwork right in front of you, it's almost like watching somebody draw a canvas.
African Days highlighted many common customs within the continent of Africa, but also held a tribute to all 54 countries in Africa, countries that sometimes get passed over.
One of the most enlightening things for a lot of people is to not look at Africa as a country. So I'd say when they did the tribute of the different countries, then people start to realize, like, oh my God, there's actually 54 countries in Africa. But I think when anybody goes to a specific country or anything, they're always like, oh yeah, you're from Africa. I just came from Africa. And then if you're talking to her like us, we're like, yeah, so where?
Signing off for MHK All Day, I'm Safiya Woodard.